Holy cow, you have made it to part 4 of episode 37 of the Psychotherapist Podcast. In this concluding chapter of the episode, Sir Bobbert and I discuss Jordan Peterson. Where the heck did he go? Has he come back? Is he dead? Is he alive? Is he living as someone dead? We dive into the mysteries. We talk about positivity and a certain philosophical principle that I think should be acknowledged more. And we wrap up with a discussion on how gratitude's the attitude. Thank you for listening. This is the Psychotherapist Podcast. Do not hit the like button. We simply do not deserve it. Do not share this with your friends. They won't like it. Do not enjoy this episode because you won't. Let's start the show.
Is Jordan Peterson quiet? I know after being sick he quieted down a little bit, but I think he did write another book, didn't he?
Yeah, he wrote 12 More Rules for Life. I haven't read a page of it, so I have no idea if it's any good or not. But I'll pick it up at some point.
That was rather mysterious, whatever he was sick with.
Yeah, I don't know the full extent of it, but he went through all kinds of issues where, like, he had to get off, like Oxy or some shit, and he just lost his mind and was like crippling depression, and I don't know, there's been like medical issues with like his family and daughter and just a lot of shit going on in his life, so I think that's why he took a good long hiatus. Really? And now he's banned off Twitter, and now he's joined the Daily Wire, I guess.
What's Trump's Truth, the Daily Truth?
Something like that. I've never looked at it, to be honest.
And why did Peterson get dumped from Twitter?
So this is something when I was editing old pods that came up like a month ago maybe, and I didn't look that hard into it, but he said some tweet about Elliot Page. I don't know what he said, but I do know that he said he would rather die than take it down, which is like, alright, chill bro, but sure. And so he got banned off Twitter, and the Daily Wire just like fished him in. I don't know if he's gonna do his podcast from there or whatever, or just keep doing what he's doing on his regular YouTube channel. But I don't even understand why Twitter's still fucking even around.
Right.
To be honest, it's just such a cesspool. When people were like, when Elon Musk was gonna buy it and everyone lost their goddamn minds, it's like, he's buying a dumpster fire. Who cares?
Let me know what you hear about Jordan Peterson.
Well, he's back now, and he's been doing interviews and pods and stuff, so.
He has, okay.
Yeah.
Because, he was, you couldn't, go a week without hearing about something about him, or see him being interviewed on a late-night TV show or something, and then, bang.
So what you're really saying is you hate women.
Yeah, right.
What was her name? Kathy Newman or something?
Right.
Just the whole interview.
Kathy Griffin.
Or Kathy Griffin. So what you're really saying is, it's like, no, I'm not saying that. I don't know, I can't do a good Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, with the Canadian
You have to sound like Kermit the Frog. Don't you know?
Accent. Yeah.
There's serpents, man, in the Bible.
If you go back and look at some of his lectures, the religious ones he does, where he's in the churches and stuff, and there's the stained glass, talks about science and symbols and stuff. Those are pretty interesting.
Yeah, I've always meant to go through the whole biblical series. I think I went through a few episodes like years ago, and then it got away from me.
Because he was a theological professor, basically.
Yeah, I think
University of Toronto, was it?
I think so. Yeah, and to me, that's kind of like, those are like, I think what he's best at is one, the sort of symbology, theology stuff he's pretty good on. And also I think he, at least, and it was helpful for me, talking about personality traits and the trade-offs of each one, where it's like, if you're highly agreeable, you might get along with people more, but you're not as good of a negotiator, maybe. And so, like breaking down each of those traits and like how none of them are really necessarily good or bad. It's just like different, you know.
I'd love to know what happened to his daughter.
I have no idea, to be honest. Doesn't she have her own podcast or something?
I don't know.
I just heard she's on like some carnivore diet where she only eats meat.
I know she's a bit of a, strange agent, but
Yeah.
who wouldn't be,
Yeah, man. And that's, it's so weird to me that Peterson is like a famous figure to begin with. You know what I mean? Because he's just like a professor who says maybe you should make your bed. And it's like, this is the controversy of our day.
Exactly. And a boy's a boy and a girl's a girl, and that's that.
Yeah, I need to watch that Matt Walsh documentary. It's like, What is a Woman? If you've seen any of the trailers or commercials for that, they're pretty great. And he just goes through like, he meets gender reassignment surgeons and like gender study professors and all these people who are like, a woman is whoever she decides to be in the moment. Like all these convoluted answers. And he talks to this guy, what is a woman? It's like, are you a woman? No. How do you know that? I figure it's because I got a dick.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
So it's just like, yeah, whatever.
Well, listen, I need to, Malcolm, wrap up here, okay?
Alrighty.
So I just want to ask you, though, what your sort of where your train's going in terms of the LSAT from here. Is it a wait and see game?
Yeah, it's just wait till next Saturday to get my score. Then send some applications out, pretty much.
Okay, and you're working every day?
Yeah, I was back to work this week.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm just waiting for my dad to give a quick review of my personal statement, and that'll be all done. And I need to get I just need to hit up someone for a letter of recommendation, and then I'll pretty much have everything I need.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And I thought your personal statement was excellent, except for a couple grammatical errors. You can pick up on them, and have your father pick up on them.
Yeah, man, I was very pleasantly surprised with how it came out, because I was so dreading it. And so, like, this is bullshit. I'm just making things up. It's all just nonsense. But it's well-written nonsense, and that's all that counts.
Well, if you look at your strengths. Writing is one of your strengths.
Yeah. And I figured just with the Flint trial, whatever, it's just perfect timing. Goes really well with my application.
That was perfect.
It just gave me something to write about, because if I didn't have that,
everything was a segue, one into the other. It had a nice flow.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know what the hell else I would have written about if it wasn't for this Flint thing, so I'll take it, man.
And positive psychology talks about selling yourself, too. That a lot of people are reluctant to really, because we really don't do that in general. We don't brag about ourselves, but when you've got to promote yourself, you've got to say who you are, what your strengths are, what you can give to the situation.
Yeah. And I think I've gotten really good at trying to be like objective and recognize when I'm good at stuff without being like an asshole about it. Because, I used to be that someone be like, oh, my writing's not very good. Then why do you write, bitch?
Yeah, if it's not that good, why do you write so much? Have such an interest in writing.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
there's a self-reinforcement there that you wouldn't be doing it if you weren't good at it and didn't enjoy it.
Exactly. And I think it's just healthier for people to just kind of acknowledge when they do things well or do a good job. And it's something we covered in a few episodes ago, the question of pride. But I remember Michael Malice, talking about this general idea of like being like, I can't remember what he did, but he's like, no, I'm not going to downplay it. I'm happy that I did this thing. I'm proud we did a good thing and that it had a positive effect. And,
Do you remember what he was talking about?
Nah, unfortunately not. It was a while ago.
I want to see if I have an envelope to give to you to put that in.
Do you have any closing thoughts for the audience?
Well, My life is filled with blessings, and I am grateful.
I think that's perfect. I'm going to just ditto that.
Okay.
All right.
I just pulled that off a scrap of paper.
Nice.
That I was using as a bookmarker.
All right. I'm going to sign off now. Can I hit the ball?
Yep.
Give this a whirl.
Give it a shot. Very nice.
All right. Peace out, everyone.
I was teaching my granddaughter how she loves that.